Me too.
Ready to go.
All right. So number 3, I was already working on, but I eventually got to 2. Is the answer? I gotta make sure I set up my equation right, so I was going to ask you guys what you got.
You got 2?
Yeah. But I could have done my equation wrong.
It should be just the d bar minus 0, because that's our null hypothesis over the deviation.
So is it 3.3 divided by root 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's 2.2 divided by 1.1, which gives us 2.
Yep.
Sweet.
Does it say anywhere about decimals, or are we just putting down 2?
It doesn't say add 3, and I didn't see in the instructions round to 3 decimal points. The next one says round to 3, but I assume it's just a whole number.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So number 4, the probability of being greater than 2 is 0.0403. Use the alternative to determine the p-value for this test. What do they mean by that? I mean, it's still under... Well, we don't have an alpha, do we?
No.
Being greater than 2.
Do we use that 0.0403 in the equation, or no? Because I guess we're trying to figure it out.
Right. Isn't that our standard, or not standard deviation? Is it?
Well, I guess if we're talking about being greater than 2, the probability is going to be that everything right of that 2. And since we're using our alternative hypothesis is anything not or different than 0, so we'd have to double that to get our p-value, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Anything less than or greater than 2.
This is 0.806.
0, so it'd be 81. 0.081. Does that make sense? Do you agree with that? Because I could be wrong. I just threw out an idea.
Oh, I think it makes sense because it's the alternative to it.
Because that would be using our alternative hypothesis, because
Yeah.
right now it's greater than 2, but we want anything different than 2.
So 0.081?
So why do we know we need to double it, though?
Well, in the problem itself, it tells us that anything greater than to the right of 2 is 0.0403 is the probability.
Right.
But if we go back to our alternative hypothesis, we're looking for anything different than 0. So we're looking for the 2-sided. So we'll have to double that and get the opposite lower value as well.
Okay.
So that would just double our probability.
So 0.80.
0.8 or 0.081.
Okay. I didn't know. I guess that does round up and double it, so whatever. Alright, so we got group 1.
My thing like scrolls too fast for me to highlight it all.
First world problems.
Okay, does anybody have SPSS pulled up?
I have it. I just got to delete this column from our homework.
Conveniently, there's only 20 samples, so we have to find out if it's regularly arranged. Which I can't remember. Data analyze. Compare means.
I don't even think it asks for that.
Well, isn't it if it's less than 30? You have to check to see if the data is normal.
Do we put them all in one column or two different
With
columns?
2 different columns.
That's what I thought.
Group
Okay,
1 will be one column, and then group 2 will be a second column.
gotcha.
And then your column 3 will just be the differences between those two. Why is my thing flashing? Driving me nuts.
I'm going through the video how to pull up the information again, just to make sure.
Yeah. Now to find, I can find the D bar thing on Excel pretty easily, but the other stuff is just the one sample t-test link with the information, and you have to find the sample differences though. And I just
When we just do the paired sample test, right?
you could do that. That's the other option.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's just easier for me. That made me so mad when I did the exam though, and SPSS wasn't working. It was terrible.
I would have freaked out.
I was.
Okay, so it looks pretty normal. Did you have it pulled up, Brooke?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You have it pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So D bar. How do we find D bar again?
So you have to make the differences column for the D bar,
Yeah, I got that.
and then you just take the mean of the differences, and that's the D bar.
Oh, it's just the mean?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, wait, wouldn't that give me the... Oh, the mean is negative 31.025.
What was it?
Negative 31.025. We take the statistic, not the standard error thing, right? On
For
the
the,
descriptives.
for the
Right.
test statistic?
I'm confused because I didn't even get that.
Oh, really?
Remind me for the paired differences, I got 29.548.
Did you do group 2 minus group 1?
I don't know what I did. Hold on.
Okay, so here, I'll walk you through it. Go to transform. Once
Okay.
you got all your numbers in there,
Yeah.
you go to transform, click on compute variable, and then your target variable, you can just type something in, just put in difference. And
Hey,
then
Nick, can you pull this up on your video maybe and show us real quick?
I wish I'm on another computer, but if I walk you through it, it's pretty
Wait,
easy.
we type like the word difference?
Yeah, just type in the word difference under the target variable box.
Okay. So I'm
Okay.
moving over my first, like, row. Was that right? Or column?
You want to take your second column first. You want to take your post data, so the second one minus, and then hit the little arrow so it swings it over to the numeric expressions above the calculator buttons,
Right.
and then hit minus, and then do your first column. Then hit OK, and then it'll give you the difference. So you got that?
Mine says execute.
Execute.
That's all it says. Execute.
Execute.
Hold on. Okay, so let's try this again. Transform, compute, let's go. Difference equals, I'm doing my second column, move that over.
Yeah.
What
Then-
arrow am I pressing?
Just the one that slides it over to the numeric.
Okay.
And then put minus and then first column.
I press OK.
And then, yeah, hit OK.
Yeah, no, it's not working for me.
Okay. Let me see if I can get into this hangout.
Why wouldn't I use the paired difference test? What the freak is going on?
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can get it on my other computer to share screen. Do. Hangouts. Sign in. Profile.
Okay, so I'm trying to pull up SPSS on my computer, so if I cut out, don't freak out. I'll be right back.
I'm freaking out.
Have to pull up VMware. I'm not sure what it's going to do to the video.
I'll probably ruin everything.
Probably. Gonna fail.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna ditch out for a sec so I can share screen.
Okay.
Oh wait, then I can't talk on the other one. Dang it. Hang on. It might cut out, or it might let me have two of me in one computer. So we'll see.
Am I still on?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
Oh, double Nicks in the house. All right, can you guys see my screen?
No.
On screen share.
Oh, now I can.
All right, cool. Okay, so you got variable 1 and 2, right?
Okay, wait, hold on. How did you get the difference column?
That's what I'm trying to show you.
Oh, wait, I have it.
Oh, good.
I don't know how it's there, but I have it.
Your numbers match with mine?
Hang on, let me look here. 32, yes.
Cool.
Okay, now what do I
And
do?
then, or did we? Oh, it's good to be different. Oh, okay. That's what it is. So go to Analyze,
Uh-huh.
Descriptive Statistics, hit Explore, and then swing the differences over to the dependent list.
Just the differences in there?
Yeah, plus differences.
Okay.
Go to Options, or maybe not Options, Statistics? Not Statistics. Oh, okay, yeah, so Plots, sorry. Hit the histogram button. And plots will.
Is the stem and leaf supposed to be checked or no?
I don't really care. It could be helpful. You can just leave it checked. Hit continue and then hit OK, and then it should give you this information. And that's where I got the 31.025 right here. Can you guys still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I can share all my screens all the time.
I still don't have a 31 anywhere, but...
Well, I just went up to the descriptives box and found the mean.
The mean for me is still negative 20. Now it's negative 29 instead of positive 29. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but
I have no idea. I mean, our numbers are the same. I have all the way down to 20, so.
let's try that and see if that works.
Did it work?
Yes, it worked. Because I had 21 spaces, because it automatically put a 0 in the top.
Oh, man.
But is it negative 31?
That's what the mean says in the little descriptives box.
So that would be the D bar.
I would think so.
That is being a pain. I can't even get my SPSS to work for me, so.
Oh, well, you can look off mine, Brandon.
Oh. 341. So the standard deviation, you have the 341.157.
Where's standard deviation again?
It's under the descriptives. It just says standard deviation.
So, yeah.
Give up. It's not working. Alright, so what is D bar then?
There it is. It's negative 31.025.
Okay. Did it give us our sample deviation?
Yeah, which is, what is that, sample deviation or standard deviation?
Should be the, well, it's our sample deviation, but those differences, it's a deviation of those differences.
Hang on, my computer. I just lost internet on my other computer. Can you see my screen, Brandon?
I can't now.
Let's get back in. Okay, hang on, it's logging in. Quality internet. Okay, cool. All right. Now, can you? Well, hang on.
Yeah, now I can see it.
All right, cool. So now you tell me if it cuts out. I'm not even listening to this.
Yeah, so our standard deviation is going to be what we're looking for.
Okay.
This is only for the difference column, it looks like.
Yeah.
And then you've got everything else down below as far as t-value or t-statistic.
Yeah, so test statistic.
Okay, so what was that standard deviation on there?
Standard deviation is 341.157.
And what's the test statistic?
Is that just the statistic itself?
Yep.
Okay, it's 0.191.
And the p-value should be the sig-
The sigma. Is this equal or one-sided? No, it's two-sided.
Yeah, this one's going to be two-sided, so it's just the value there.
Wait a minute. What the? It says test of normality, and then it has a Shapiro and a Kolmogorov.
I don't even have that in
Are
mind.
you seeing that on yours, Brooke?
Nope.
Okay, I'm back. What'd you say?
I don't have that in mine at all. The test descriptors, differences or whatever.
Where did that come from? Okay, you might have to give that one then. I gotta figure out why this is giving me this.
The sig. I don't even have that either.
Brother Chromar, what's going on here? Oh, okay, never mind. It's normal.
So it'd still be that 0.053?
Wait a minute. Do I need to do a one sample t-test after we find the difference?
I did the paired sample and got the 0.053 still. So I don't know if it will make a difference.
Okay, I keep cutting out. What'd you say?
I did the paired sample instead of the one sample test, and it came up with this. It still came up with the 0.053.
Okay, cool.
That was which value?
The p-value.
0.053.
Mm-hmm. 0.10.
Okay, so it's higher than 0.05, but we're looking for an alpha of 10%. So if the p is low, reject the null.
Yep.
So we reject.
So
And then hypothesis is less than 0, which means we do a one sample, right? So we divide that to 0.02 something. Wouldn't it be still also reject the null?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Just divide the p-value by 2.
Yeah, because we're still under 0.1 regardless. All right, are we good there? Does that
Yep.
make sense?
Can we just run through those answers real quick? Just in case.
Yeah. No, dude. Too late. Okay, so 5 was negative 31.025. 6 is 341.157. 7 is 0.191. And 8 is 0.053. And then 9 and 10 are both reject.
Okay.
Okay, so new stuff. So we got group 1.
What the freak? Won't let me paste it.
I got pasting abilities. You got to be like right next to the number.
Got it. Okay.
All right, good. Good.
Wait, how did I do the differences again?
All right, so hit transform.
Okay.
Go to compute variable.
Mm-hmm.
Take variable 2 minus variable 1. Hit OK.
All right. Okay.
Hang on, mine said execute. The
Oh, wait, if
opposite
it's
of what I
close
want.
it out, then it's still on the thing, the Excel or the page.
Yeah,
Explore.
whatever. So
Now we're just
analyze
doing explore
description.
the difference again, right?
Yeah, we go to option, plots, histogram, stimulate, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Cool. So, which is greater, the sample size or the DF? What is DF? DF.
EF is the
Difference?
degrees of freedom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think degrees of something.
I know.
I'm sure the sample size is always greater than the degrees of freedom.
Yeah. Well, actually, they're the same.
Are they?
On mine, they're both 22.
Well, we don't have that option. So
What's yours?
mine are both 22 as well.
Gosh dang it. So it's a trick.
Degrees of freedom. I still think that the n would be greater. I don't think this is showing us
Well,
how to do the DF.
maybe. Well, I mean, it says DF, but maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Our QQ plot looks fine. And so we're the freedom then. We'll just stick with that. Okay, so what is the p-value? Yeah. We're doing not equal to.
Yeah, not equal to, so it's just the sig two-tailed.
So 0.200. 0.200. Is that what you got, Brooke?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we looking at? Alpha is what? What the heck? Oh.
Level of significance of 0.01.
Wait, where'd you find that?
It's in
There it is.
Read 12. It's in.
I'm looking for a highlighted number.
I know, right?
So yeah, we're definitely above it. So we're gonna fail to reject. And then we decide to try another alternative hypothesis. They're in my side pocket.
Use just the greater than 0. The p-value is going to decrease because you're going to divide it by 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still going to be higher than our level of significance.
So it'll still.
We fail again.
Reject and all.
We reject it if it's higher.
We reject it if it's lower than the level of significance.
That's what I meant.
So wait, if it's the same, since we're at 0.20 divided by 2, you're still at 0.1.
But the level of significance is 0.01.
0.01?
Yeah.
Oh, duh. Man, I'm going full retard mode.
So then for 15, we're still going to fail to reject it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 16, as we have seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. Setting aside the data in this problem, do you think general rule can be made? Which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value? Wouldn't it always be less than 0? Or would it depend on the problem?
As we have seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. Setting aside the data in this problem, do you think a general rule can be made? Which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value? Well, you can eliminate the not equal to. The two-tailed obviously is going to have the highest p-value. But
I
the
think it
last,
depends on the problem, though, because regardless, you have to split it in half.
exactly.
Yeah.
The last two are equal to each other. So I think unless you know that it's skewed right or skewed left, you can't really determine which one's going to be higher.
That's what I agree with that.
So I'm going to go with not enough information personally.
Yeah. All right. Brooke, you want to do a run through?
Sure. 1 and 2 are true, hopefully. 3, 2. 4 is 0.081. 5 is negative 31.025. 6 is 341.157. 7 is 0.191. 8 is 0.053. 9 is reject. 10 is reject. 11 is, N. 12 is 0.022.
Wait, I got 0.200.
Did you? Let me check. Never mind, you're right. 0.200.
The number above it's 0.022.
Yeah. I know, I switched them. Okay, 13 is fail, 14 is decrease, 15 is fail, and 16 is not enough information.
Oh, shoot. Submit that ish.
Whoa.
All right, now I'm confused. Where's the test statistic?
Yikes.
Then what was that? What? Okay. I hate how it doesn't explain it.
It just lets you know you're a loser.
Yeah. You're like, fail.
Could be worse. So, okay, what can we get from this so far? We know mean and standard deviation is good.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're running into problems is everything after that.
Oh, why?
Oops. All right, I'm going to re-plug in the first one. Variable 1. Okay, data. I'm reopening SPSS. No, it's going wrong.
So the test statistic, because we have the D bar right?
Right, because that's just in.
The test statistic, let's see, it should be exactly what we did. Okay, no, it shouldn't. It should be the d bar divided by the standard deviation.
All right, hang on.
But I got negative 0.091.
Okay, so you keep the information up for the second part. I pulled up the first part again. So what were you looking at for?
So for the test statistic, I just looked at our prepare assignment, and one of the answers, like one of the questions says compute the test statistic. So in order to do that, you had to take the d bar divided by the standard deviation, that whole equation.
So the mean minus standard deviation. Did we have one?
The only thing we don't have is like a test number, like 9 or something. So all I did was the d bar.
So mean minus, isn't it 0 again?
Let's see. Brandon's computer died.
Yeah, like that.
Here, let me. Do you care if I close or stop recording?
Oh yeah, we're done.
Here, let me stop this.